Are you serious? Are you serious? Guys, we're serious again. And you know, we just talked about this with Israel Hall, but we are very serious about what's taking place now with China and Taiwan. But it's
Yep.
getting very, very precarious out there in the world. Russia, Ukraine, China, Taiwan, and Iran and all of its proxies against Israel. Now there is military conflicts taking place in these three major places of the world, which I've been calling the vortex of evil. Let's put a shout out right now, if I could, guys, for keto, excuse me, www.ketowithpaul.com. That's www.ketowithpaul.com. There's a secret, guys, a secret diet that many celebrities, CEOs, athletes, 12.9 million other Americans are using this product. It's the keto diet. Actually, you're doing the keto diet. But this product is amazing. This keto diet, and it's considered an efficient way to reach weight loss goals. But you don't have to stick to the keto diet to get this increased energy levels and enhance your mental focus. Since I'm using this keto diet ingredients, the progress can be slow, but it is steady. It takes time for the body to stop using energy from the carbs that you used to eat. That's why I've switched to this amazing keto powder. It helps increase the ketones levels in your body without the strict rules associated with the traditional keto diet. So results like a boosted metabolism came sooner for me. Increase the level of ketones in your body today. And remember, go to www.ketowithpaul.com. That's www.ketowithpaul.com. You can save 51% if you go there now at www.ketowithpaul.com. Guys, you'll be glad. I mean, you'll really be glad. I mean, I've lost 25 pounds the last 12 weeks, and I'm doing it, certainly by following and keeping these ingredients and doing the things you got to do. It will work. It's tough to get started. It's tough, but once you get going, then you can make it. You can make it happen, and God will be with you, guys. And speaking of God will be with you, we have to talk about what's happening right now in China, Taiwan situation that is really getting to be precarious, to be quite honest with you. We are realizing now that there's a situation that has developed that's taking place, and what I'm going to call the vortex of evil. The three main locations, two of them are already in conflict, and this one is on the brink. China on the brink of taking Taiwan. The latest reports we have is this, that the give me 1 second here. I lost my article. The United States has summoned the Chinese ambassador as the crisis is escalating. The fallout over the House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit to Taiwan has escalated sharply Friday as China has rejected angrily to having its ambassador summoned to the White House and said it would cancel or suspend dialogue with the United States on several issues and sanctioned Nancy Pelosi and her family after China responded to Pelosi's visit by firing missiles into the waters around Taiwan. The White House responded Thursday by telling the ambassador Qin Gang that China's recent military actions, including firing missiles into the waters around Taiwan, were irresponsible and at odds with our long-standing goal of maintaining peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait. National Security Council spokesman John Kirby said in a recent report provided to the Washington Post. Now, the Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, speaking to the reporters in Cambodia, delivered an equally sharp message to China. There's no justification for this extreme, disproportionate, escalatory military response, he added. These provocation actions are a significant escalation. They've taken dangerous acts to a new level. And like other U.S. officials, Anthony Blinken sought to balance a message that the United States does not seek confrontation with a signal that it will not back down to the aggressive actions from China. We will fly, sail, and operate wherever international laws allow it, he said. So check this out. So Pelosi goes. We know that China said, don't you dare do it, don't go there. But then United States and the world since 1948 has recognized Taiwan as being independent. But China refuses to recognize Taiwan as being independent. So that's been the order since 1948. All of a sudden, the United States can't send top officials into Taiwan. All of a sudden, they keep talking about how they want to take this province back, and how that they even told Vladimir Putin that they had no problem with him going and taking Ukraine. And Putin said, well, I ain't got no problem if you go take Taiwan. So this is unbelievable, guys, what's taking place here. But the meeting with the Chinese ambassador, this fast-moving events have forced President Joe Biden to manage potentially volatile confrontations between the United States and two other world powers, even as tensions bubble between the United States and China over Pelosi's trip. Biden is striving to keep Beijing from aiding Russia in its scorched earth war against the civilians of Ukraine. But the meeting with Ambassador Quinn did not appear to deter China at all. On Friday, China said it was canceling or suspending dialogue with the United States on issues including climate change, military relations, and anti-drug efforts. Since when did China care about climate change? Since when are they really working with us on a military front? And since when did China ever think, do you actually think China was trying to stop the fentanyl and other poisonous drugs that have come out of there, including maybe the pandemic? So for them to say, we're not talking to you no more, what's the difference? And what they do say has been a bold-faced lie. So Beijing also announced unspecified sanctions on Nancy Pelosi and her immediate family in retaliation for what it's called a malicious and provocative insistence on visiting Taiwan over Beijing's strong opposition. Here's the deal, China. Taiwan is not yours. This is the whole story. Taiwan is not yours. If everybody cowers down to China, China will just walk in and take it. Okay? So since 2020, China has deployed sanctions against the United States officials with increasing frequency, often as retribution for criticism of their human rights abuses, which we know they definitely have. But Pelosi, the Democrat from California and the Speaker of the House, is one of the most senior sitting U.S. politicians to be personally censured by Beijing. Yeah, she's third in line to the presidency. The White House criticized China's actions against it on Friday when Kirby, calling China's actions fundamentally irresponsible, said Kirby. China's not just punishing the United States for these actions, but they're actually punishing the whole world on climate, for instance. And they're the world's largest emitter of climate and carbon in the entire globe. And now they're refusing to even engage on critical steps necessary to stand up to combat these issues. They also pollute the Pacific Ocean more than any other nation in the world. And China has pulled such stunts before, so as irresponsible as we find it, as unfortunate as it is, the international community, especially with respect to these things, just look at this as a piece of their playbook. Now, Kirby also said the United States condemns China for their enactment of sanctions against Pelosi and her family. I'll say it again. I've said it many times. She had every right to go there. Kirby also noted that not all channels of military communications were shut down, though. We still believe that we'll be able to communicate military to military at very senior levels. Of course they will. Because the last thing we want is somebody to make a big mistake and launch World War III because somebody does something stupid. So Kirby also noted that not all channels of communication have been shut down. But a senior Chinese embassy official fired back Friday at the White House's decision to summons its ambassador. Ambassador Qin Gang totally rejected the so-called condemnation of Chinese military countermeasures. And Minister Jing Quan said in a statement to the reporters, "We have pointed out that this is it. The United States side. This is the troublemakers to peace and stability of the Taiwan Straits in the region. It's the United States." They said the only way out of this crisis is that the United States side must take measures immediately to rectify its mistakes and eliminate the grave impact of Pelosi's visit. What? He added that Taiwan is one of the very few issues that might take China and the United States into a conflict or even war. And even as the rhetoric escalated, some former U.S. officials noted that China was showing some restraint in its response to Pelosi's visit in a way that could avoid a more volatile conflict. For instance, it does not appear to have fired any missiles or sailed any ships into the 12-mile nautical zone that Taiwan claims as its territorial waters. Of course it is, because they're an independent nation, whether China likes it or not. And Beijing appears unwilling to do anything of substance to the United States at this point. But we know they play dirty. We know they play dirty. And we know that they and Russia are in collaboration together in what I'll call the vortex of evil. The definition of a vortex means something regarded as drawing into its powerful current everything that surrounds it. The vortex of war is what we're looking at right here. Guys, I want to stay on top of the stories that are taking place here. Oh, by the way, because of popular demand, the Harmonize and Prophesy CD, along with Kevin Wilson's Soul Seeker CD, we're gonna honor, if you're still wanting to give a $35 donation or more, we're still going to honor that and send out to you both of these items. You'll get the Paul Begley brand new CD, Harmonize and Prophesy, and you'll get Kevin Copley's brand new CD, Soul Seeker. And we're gonna let that, we're gonna honor that, we're gonna extend that. We blew it out of the water. What happened was twice as many people responded to that than we thought they would. Twice as many. And so Kevin has to, actually, he went back to Kentucky. He actually has to sign another 100 copies and send them to me so I can get them all out to everybody. It's unbelievable. So if you want to do that, just go hit the donate button. Thank you, beautiful story. Let me click on that. That's perfect. If you still want to get in on this special offer, one-time offer, to get a copy of both the brand new albums, I don't have Kevin's in front of me right here, Harmonize and Prophesy, and Kevin Wilson's brand new CD, Soul Seeker, just hit the donate button at my website, donate $35 or more, and get both CDs, and they're both signed, and as long as supplies last on the signatures, and you're going to get both CDs sent to you, and we're going to keep that going until midnight Sunday night. We're going to keep that going till midnight Sunday night, then we're going to cut that off, okay? Because I don't want to have Kevin just sign and CDs the rest of his life. But it's really, really good. Thank you. And portions of that proceeds, of course, are also going to the flood victims in eastern Kentucky. So we just praise God. You guys really responded tremendously Thursday night. It's okay, but God sees you. So we're going to honor it. I know some of you were caught off guard or didn't know about it till today, didn't know about it till Friday. So, yeah, you're going to love both those albums. So God bless all of you. I love you guys. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. And it's talking about that brand new album. I'll play a song right here from that brand new album. It's Lexi Begley, my granddaughter, singing a Taylor Swift song, Epiphany. It is a tribute to those that stormed the beaches of Normandy and those that stormed the pandemic, doctors and nurses in the hospital. Both of them are being honored for their bravery. Here's Lexi Begley from the brand new album, Harmonize and Prophesy. Epiphany.
Keep your helmet, keep your license, just a flesh wound. Here's your rifle, crawling up the beaches now. Sir, think he's bleeding out, and some things you just can't speak about. With you, sir, with you, fall down, down. Watch you breathing, watch you breathing out. Something med school did not cover. Someone's daughter, someone's mother holds her head for plastic now. Dark, I think she's crashing out, and some things you just can't speak about.
Of course we're good, Darren. This happens all the time. We're good.
Only 20 minutes to sleep, but you dream of some epiphany. Just one single glimpse of relief to make some sense of what you see. With you, so with you, fall down, down. Watch you breathing out. With you, so with you, fall down, down. Just keep breathing, watch you breathing out. Only 20 minutes to sleep, but you dream of some epiphany. Just a single glimpse of relief to make some sense of what you see.
Sorry, I'm reading. Sorry if I wasn't smiling. I was reading there. Guys, I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. I'm sorry I wasn't smiling there. I got a little. I actually didn't put my shades on, and so the lights are hurting my eyes. But the yeah, the Israel trip's going to be fine. Don't even worry. Don't worries about that. I mean, I've been there when rockets. I was there one time when 450 rockets were fired in one day. Nothing comes even close to Jerusalem and those areas. There, it's totally protected. It's the safest place in the world. I'm going to tell you right now. And I think because the media does such a job at trying to escalate because of the importance of Jerusalem. But in reality, the safest place on this planet, the safest city in this entire planet, is Jerusalem. The murder rate there is almost zero. I mean, literally zero. If there is anybody getting killed, it will be the Palestinians trying to kill Israeli soldiers who then end up killing them. And that might be, one or two a month. I mean, it's so low. No civilians. Civilians don't kill each other, and certainly nobody touches the tourist. Nobody touches us. So way safer. I'm way more confident taking people to Jerusalem than I am taking a busload of people to Chicago, or to Atlanta, or to New York, or to Los Angeles, or San Francisco, or to Indianapolis, or Minneapolis. Or Louisville, or St. Louis, or Kansas City, or Houston, or Dallas. I'm serious. I would not take a busload of people to any of those American cities. New York City, never. So don't worry. Everything will be just fine. God bless all of you. I'll see you guys when I come back. Guys, don't forget about also, thank you, beautiful story. Thank you so much. Don't forget about, we're only 20 days away. Yes, 20 days away from the best webinar ever. Alien and Fallen Angel webinar. 20 days left, guys. Get your tickets. It's only $49 on this one. We just squeezed everything down we could. And it's going to start Friday at 6 o'clock. Friday at 6 o'clock on August 26th. Friday at 6 o'clock, August 26th. So get your tickets now and be ready. And someone asked what about my pre-order on my CD? Those pre-orders have shipped yesterday and today. So those are coming in the mail right away. If you had already pre-ordered one of these, that's already on its way. For those of you who ordered the special $35 or more donation, those are shipping, some today and a bunch of them Monday. And then the rest of them, I think, Tuesdays and Wednesday, only because we're waiting on Kevin to send us back more signed copies because you guys you wiped us out on those. And so I'm going to spend the afternoon signing my name to about 100 more copies or more. So we're going to honor this all the way till midnight Sunday night. So you got till midnight Sunday night. So if you're saying, man, I wish I'd have got in on that Thursday night deal, by popular demand, we're going to give everyone who gives a donation of $35 or more is going to receive a copy of both those CDs signed by Kevin Wilson and Paul Begley. Okay? So, but you can still go and just order individual ones if you want to. They won't be signed, but you'll get them. Okay? So, all right. I'll let you guys go. See you guys when I come back. Pray for peace in the world because the world is in trouble. It really, really is. Give your life to Jesus Christ. I'm still waiting to find out how many people got saved Thursday night. It was a huge number. They haven't given me the report yet, but it was a huge number. And that's what this is all about. Let me just say that again. This is why I've been in preaching for 38 years. This is what it's all about. Getting people to Jesus Christ and lifting up the body of Christ. Oh, and Israel Hall posted for me on my YouTube channel where I was singing, It Don't Get No Better Than That. It Don't Get No Better Than That. I sang it live on television there at the Jim Bakker Show. Well, Israel posted just me singing the song from the Jim Bakker Show. It's on my YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it, you can watch it. I think you really enjoy it. We had a great time that day. God bless all of you. Pray. Pray for the people of Taiwan. And keep praying for the people of Ukraine. And pray for the nation of Israel.